Well, it's a beautiful November day here in New England, and I've received my first order of sheet metal for the 911. This is from Restoration Design in Canada, and I'm very happy with it overall. They were great to deal with. They shipped it fast. It was well packaged. The shipping price was very reasonable, I thought. So this is the whole floor pan, the rockers, the front pan, a bunch of other little bits. And what this is steel, which is called galvanneal. It's galvanized steel, which has been annealed. So it leaves a more of a matte finish, but it is in fact galvanized. So got to use some caution welding it. I also ordered these pieces. These black pieces are from Dansk. They also came from Restoration Design. And those are the outer floor pieces. I didn't realize I didn't need them, that the floor pans have those. So that was rather an expensive mistake. Yeah, the measuring system is working great. Even shifting it around on the floor, it's within 1 millimeter, from side to side. So just setting up the lower suspension pivot point there. Bit of excitement there with the fire, but no worries. Curiously, it was 30 years ago yesterday that I started a massive fire in my father's barn with a Porsche and involving large amounts of gasoline. Yeah, so it was Halloween 1987 that there was a massive Porsche fire. I don't put my tools away at night. I just line them all up. There's an expression called knolling. You knoll your tools, which means you just organize them all. So that is knolling your tools. You can look it up. There's a whole YouTube video about knolling. It's quite entertaining. I'm considering blanking off the right-hand battery box. Originally the 911s had two batteries in front, both 12 volt. And they did that not just because they needed more power in the electrical system, but they were trying to add weight to the front end. Yeah, and this galvanneal is not too bad to weld. It's not as bad as welding real hot dip galvanized. You can see the little wispy white around here. That's the zinc, but it doesn't get into the weld too much, and it's this zinc that makes you quite ill if you breathe it in. So the reason they use the galvanneal is to stamp panels that you couldn't do with regular galvanized metal. The galvanized coating would crack. And here's one of the factory drawings that I'm using to set up all these different points in the front end. You can see it's quite detailed, quite a lot of accuracy here. Stay tuned for the next part. I'm not going to show every little bit of rust repair because it's not really particularly interesting. But maybe in a couple months I'll update things. Stay tuned.